There's always a place in this world for a business that takes care of its customers after the sale. I first got interested in fashion and the way people dress because it gives you an instant cue on somebody, whether it's their age, gender, sexuality, social role, or status. I've been in a family of entrepreneurs, so that's how I first got introduced to small business ownership. Today I will talk to you about how I got interested in the fashion side of small business ownership and what I plan to do with my future. I'm from Battle Creek, Michigan, born and raised. I got taught how to sew by my mother at a very young age. She was so excited for another girl because my older sister was more of a tomboy and she couldn't sit still for over 5 minutes. So she saw my interest in sewing and she ran with it. Starting with knitting, then on to sewing pillowcases, and I knew it was my passion because I could just not stop doing it. I have 2 brothers, 1 sister, and a new brother-in-law as of this past July, and a niece and a nephew. I went to St. Philip Catholic Central where my mom got a position as the elementary and middle school principal. My father worked at Battle Creek's Department of Corrections. At St. Philip, I got my first internship turned job at Calhoun Health Center where we provided medical care to those that do not have medical insurance. There I learned that I wanted to work directly with the customer and work on making them happy. My favorite hobby would be traveling, and before I got to college, I went on my most memorable and most educational trips to Rome, Italy, and Paris, France. When in Rome, I learned a lot about my Catholic background, and I got to see popes and saints, including St. Catherine, who I was named after. In France, or in Paris, I got to see some of my favorite landmarks like the Eiffel Tower, and I got to go down Fashion Boulevard, which to us fashion majors is like heaven on earth. When getting to Western Michigan University, I knew I wanted to own a business one day, but I wasn't sure on the route I wanted to take. My father, he had owned a vacuum shop, and my brother owned a pawn shop, so I got to see a little behind the scenes of how it worked. I started working at the library alongside of librarians where I got to learn research and I got very good at it. About a year and a half after that, and doing my own research, I decided to switch my major to fashion design while still keeping the business side of things and minoring in business management and marketing. With my degree, my dream job would be to own my own boutique while selling clothes from all different designers all over the world, while selling my own clothes and outfits tailored to a specific person and their needs. I chose this field because it has no boundaries and it allows you to express yourself without limitations. So that is how I got to where I am now, not by following the path that I should follow, but rather doing what I wanted to do and what I was good at. So one day I plan on making a great business and being a great businesswoman, not driven by the amount of money I make, but rather how many customers leave satisfied and how I can continue to keep them satisfied. My name is Megan Riley, and thank you for listening.